Okay, so everyone knows the classic horror story about Casper the Friendly Ghost, right? The story of a young boy who died tragically, but is now haunting his home as a friendly ghost who just wants to make one friend. But do you know how this iconic character actually evolved over the years? Well, strap in because we're about to find out. This is the evolution of Casper the Friendly Ghost in 60 seconds. So the very first iteration of Casper was actually published in 1939, and it was in this story that we first meet Philip, a young boy who lives with his parents in a haunted house. Now, unlike the character we know today, Philip isn't actually a ghost, but rather a mischievous mortal who plays tricks on the new family that moves into his home. However, he does befriend a ghost named Casper, who is also the complete opposite of the friendly ghost we know today. In fact, he's a mean ghost who, along with his spectral siblings, torment the family and refuse to stop until they are all driven out of the house. Now, after this story was published, it was actually rewritten a few times, each version becoming more family-friendly than the last. And in 1959, it was adapted for television. This version of the story combined elements from all the previous adaptations and introduced the world to the Casper we know and love today. No longer a tricksy mortal, Casper is now a ghost who befriends a young girl named Wendy and her family. He helps them fix up the old house and even plays with Wendy's little brother. And although there were some scary moments, overall this episode had a positive message about accepting the differences between people and, the importance of friendship. And after this initial success, Casper went on to appear in several more television specials throughout the 70s and 80s, but by the 90s he started to get a bit of a revamp. Starting with the 1995 movie Casper, this version of the character actually starts off as a mischievous ghost similar to the original Philip. However, he soon becomes a sweet and friendly character after he befriends a young girl named Kat. Although this movie wasn't necessarily a hit with critics, it was a box office success and spawned to sequels, as well as a series of books, comics and merchandise. And although Casper has appeared in several other projects since then, including a 2020 film, the character has largely remained the same. Sweet, friendly, and a bit naive, Casper continues to charm audiences of all ages and reminds us that even ghosts need friends. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.